Brother man, last time we were talking was in London. I was actually standing with your family at the Carnaby Street, the lighting. Of course, you and I talked Bohemian. So right off the top, I have to say to you, my man, congratulations, brother. Dude, yeah, you did it.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, that was quite the event on Carnaby Street. To get that iconic street shut down in London was a special experience to be there with the band. Uh, all unforgettable moments.
It was just fantastic. And I wish we were in person today, but we're going to do that again down the road. I actually watched this movie with my mom, and she knew I was going to, she's watched all of our interviews. I've met your mom. You still have to meet my mom. But she leaned over to me after the movie was over, and she says, please ask him this question. What was most thrilling about being a part of this movie with Denzel, with Jared, the story for you? And I said, you know what, Mom? That's going to be my first question to Rami. There you go.
Man, well, it's going to be a well-rounded, I hope, answer, because there were so many aspects that I loved. One, of course, getting the opportunity to work with an iconic film hero like Denzel is something you don't pass up. The script itself was so taut, and I personally love a great psychological thriller, and this harkens back to those films of my youth that I just loved and don't often see that anymore. So, those two things were great. I think John Lee wrote an exceptional script. He was also directing it. So for me to have someone who's, holding things together from that perspective of writing, directing is a unique experience. Jared is such a terrific actor who brings always something that is unique to the film, and I think between the three of us I knew there would be some really tense, exciting special moments in that film. And I grew up in the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles where this film takes place, so it was also an extraordinarily unique experience to have this city be the backdrop and play almost as large a role as any one of ours.
Yeah, I was going to say, if the acting thing didn't work out, you could have been a great detective. You absolutely convinced me. I mean, honestly, I was kind of doing this, leaning in. I'm like, dude, what? Especially if there's a scene with a shovel, and I won't ruin anything that really, really, really got to me. All right, got to close with this, my friend. I mentioned London, I mentioned Bohemian, but as you were sitting there and you hear the words, and the winner is Rami Malek, what was going through your head? I was screaming, cheering, because I've taught you a couple of times. What goes through your head when you hear that?
Just about everything. It is a moment where time stands still, and in an instant everything comes just jetting right back at you. And I don't really know if I can describe it. I would love to, but it's such an emotional feeling. It's a feeling of pride, but also you have to get yourself together and walk up onto that stage and try to say something eloquent. So it's the culmination of a lot of really special things that I've been able to be a part of, and one especially being that film and that story. And it gets to propel me to work on films like this with Denzel and Jared and John Lee Hancock, and just a really extraordinary experience to keep following up that award with.